Got it. All right. I'm going live on the Facebook.
On the Facebook.
And it's loading.
Look, Mom, I'm on TV.
Right. All right. Boom. Live now. So hit record. What is up, Real Nurture? Jeff Broger here.
Oh, you want me to introduce myself? I'm a viewer. I just thought so. No, Chris Mueller here, guys, in the house, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, we had a little mishap right when Chris got on. He joined as a viewer and couldn't be seen, couldn't be heard, just like we like him. In the corner, couldn't even say a peep. He had to hit me up in chat, and I had to upgrade him to a panelist. So we got you here now.
It happens.
It happens, you know. So with that being said, we have some quick reminders, a little bit of housekeeping to go through. So real quick, have you guys signed up for the affiliate yet? I'm just going to keep asking you. We offer 25% per month forever, and I don't know how long it's going to last. So all you have to do is click this link that I'm going to drop in the comments, and it's super easy to set up. Basically, you go to a landing page, you type in your email and put in your first name, last name, and then you get a little account. All you have to do then is copy your own unique affiliate link and send it to your buddy. If they click that link and then they go, even if they don't make the decision right then, but they come back within 30 days to our main website and check out, that sale is attributed to you. So just imagine that. I mean, imagine getting 4 of your friends on this and then your monthly payments covered. Imagine getting 40 of your friends on it and now you have some ad spend to work with, right? So there's no limit, 25% per month forever. And I'll drop that right now. Boom, affiliate sign up link. All right. And then last week, what we were talking about some awesome stuff regarding more in-depth SMS, email, and really diving in like on the nuts and bolts of kind of how to leverage this new SMS marketing. You got anything else you want to touch on from last week?
No, I mean, it's obviously an evolving system. Things are changing, so we're going to be adapting on the fly, and things are going to, as a new technology is emerging, right? Like SMS and email inside of Manychat is a brand new thing. So people are going to break it. Things are going to change. The rules, the regulations, like all that stuff is going to be adapting. So we just got to keep that in mind when we start building things. Like, don't get hung up on this is the thing and this is the way it's always going to be. Things change. As you guys know, like if you're on this bandwagon with Manychat, the future is coming. And with that, there's going to be, a rollout. Things will adapt, and eventually it'll get to a place where it settles down and it's more of a space that's comfortable, like email, but is not crowded, isn't the same situation, is much more productive. And that's what we're hoping to ride out this wave for, at least a few years. With technology, you never know, but we'll see. But yeah, it's a really cool thing. We're really excited about it, and there's a lot coming. So
yeah, definitely. And Chris makes a good point there. The technology is new, right? And the fact that Manychat has offered a platform to do all of this in one space rather than having 3 different tabs open, having Active Campaign in one tab because you're running your email automation, and then having Zapier open with your Twilio account to do SMS marketing, and then having Manychat open. Like, as marketers, that's why we get paid, is to like manage all this stuff that's going on. And eventually, Manychat will have this honed in to where it's all in one platform. You can just click a button and create a new text message to send to a customer. Like, it's going to be money. I believe in the vision. Right now, it's just at the very beginning baby phase. So with that being said, we are still most likely going to be relying on some of the things we already have built out, like Active Campaign, email automation, and SMS through. I actually, for the first time, I've known about Twilio for a long time, but I just got an account this week and set up my first Zap with it. And honestly, it was super user friendly and really nice. So, there's solutions out there. And eventually, soon, we'll be able to do everything within Manychat, which that'll be a nice day. So, if you want to learn more about all that, go to the past episode. We covered it in detail and we actually went through a specific flow and did a little build so you can get your feet wet with it. Next, I wanted to celebrate that we had a couple signups this last week. People are joining in, and we got Jayco Realty in the house. He joined us his page, but yep, we are welcoming to some new members that are being onboarded this week. And we got Colin Wilson who came in. He got his first lead or two this week. So things are rolling, things are growing, and honestly, we're just at the beginning. So we're looking to blow this thing up. Now, lastly, make sure to subscribe to your concierge bot. Guess what happened this week, Chris?
We got a lot of subscriptions.
Not as many as I would like, but guess what else happened?
Something broke and you fixed it.
Yes, but also Juan sent me, I'm going to just put you on blast right now, Juan Bisbal. He sent me a personal message on my personal Facebook, and it went straight into the message request folder, which is like hidden. And luckily I saw it, but it was a concierge message because he hadn't subscribed to concierge yet. And I've been trying to like email him and do all this stuff to like get him to subscribe to concierge. He was the only one who's signed up who hasn't done it. And so he sent me a personal message. I was like, hey man, I'll help you out, but subscribe to the concierge. That's what this is for. I almost missed this. It might have gone a week and I wouldn't have seen this. And I don't want to provide that kind of service, right? We want to get on this. So the value of making sure that you're subscribed to the concierge is that my whole team watches it. So that way, when you have a quick question, hey, for in this particular case, he created a Spanish version of our mortgage calculator. Awesome, right?
Nice.
He like went ahead and did that himself. And I told him, you're welcome to do that. Is it cool if we use that and then like help Spanish speaking members of Real Nurture to connect with home buyers in their area? And he said, totally. So it was awesome. He did that a couple weeks ago. I helped him create some conditional logic in the beginning, which would see if they were tagged for their language preference. Well, what happened is like he went in, he chose Spanish, his tag was still on. And so every time it was just going through the Spanish one, but he wanted to change his language. So long story short, I went in and fixed it super quick, and it all happened seamlessly because guess what? He was subscribed to the concierge. He gave us the access to his page. I hopped in, boom, 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 done. So that is the story. Subscribe to the concierge. And I mean, everyone is, most people are, but we just got to keep plugging it. That way we can serve you to the highest degree.
Making things better. I love it.
Boom. Yes, sir. So this week, what we're talking about is Facebook ads plus Manychat equals happiness. So what I mean by that is Facebook ads are the traffic channel of choice for Manychat, which is hosted in Facebook Messenger. The reason why is because it's actually the least expensive traffic source out there for something like this. Not only can you get organic traffic and get leads for free, but you can also get paid traffic and generate leads and subscribers for a couple dollars. So what I want to do this time, which is kind of more in my wheelhouse, my area of expertise, is go over specific things that are working that we have built for top brokers. So let me ask you this, Chris. Is it okay if I show one of our top brokers who's doing 80 million plus a year in real estate, and actually the same bot that Manychat wrote a case study about? Is it okay if I show the back end of that client's bot and show some strategies of how we've grown that list?
Of course.
All right. Well, with your permission, then I'm going to dive in and do it. So this is Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy. He is out in Las Vegas, and you could see he's at about 350 followers or subscribers on Manychat right here. And, if I go back to, let's see, last year at this point, to September, to Why didn't it do the total amount? There we go. So you could see there's nothing fake here. It just steadily climbed. And then he got a bright idea right about here and was like, oh, shiny new object. I'm going to try and go with a different marketing company. And his subscribers fell off and there was no growth. And then right here, he's like, hey, Jeff, actually, you're doing a really good thing. Let's start again. And so we just restarted again. So that's just some standard growth. But here's the thing, this isn't 300 million people, right? This isn't 30,000 subscribers. This isn't 10,000 subscribers. This is 300 subscribers. And out of these 300, the value is that he closed $1.5 million in real estate. These are buyers and these are sellers. These aren't just fluff numbers and subscribers. So we're going to show you how to get actual leads and then help to qualify them with the bot. So without further ado, we're going to go to flows. And one of the most popular by far is the new Las Vegas listings. And that's the first one that I teach you guys how to customize in your online course. So as you can see, look, we have 339 opt-ins. Like that's where most of the traffic has come. But that's due to a Facebook ad, right? This was built and this is already built for you as a realtor. Like in this course right now, you already have this built and customized to deliver. And on the Facebook ad side, that's where one of the keys is. It's like shown to you in the online course how to set up a median buyer ad, how to set up a luxury buyer ad. And then it ends here, right? On the thank you page of the lead form, they click yes, see this in Messenger, and then bam, they arrive here. So if you're wondering like what to do next with your real estate chatbot, you need to get users in it. And the way to do that for between $6 and $10 in most cases per lead, you could do it through Facebook ads. So with that, I'm not going to show you the Facebook ad side of this one because I already have a video recorded in the core training and it's under median buyer in the Facebook ad section. But what I am going to show you is a new strategy, a new sexy strategy that is getting like $3 buyer leads on Facebook right now for this client with Manychat. So before I do that, do you have any questions, Chris? Are there any questions?
No, let's make some money.
All right. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. All right, cool. So we're going to go right here. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So let's look at the lifetime of this. I just started this campaign. What was it? Early September. So Aaron right now has a ton of listings out in Vegas. He has like 30 listings. And so he is actively marketing those listings. And a part of that is hosting open houses, right? So what I'm doing is running a messages campaign, open house, top of funnel. That's what TOFU stands for. And so with this, look at this, $3 messenger convos. So what it looks like is I'm doing general targeting because of the new ad compliance. I had to make sure that when I set this up, I had to go to housing, right? Special category, because now Facebook is very heavily restrictive of targeting for housing and different ads that relate to that. I got Messenger chosen as the destination. He's doing $30 a day. Hopefully, if you're on, especially if you're on a budget and you're only doing this for maybe like a week, then you could do $30 and you'd really only spend 150 because you'd run it for 5 days, right? You don't have to run this all month in order to get results. But I will say this, you do want a bit of a higher daily budget for a campaign like this because that gives Facebook room to outbid other people on certain messenger conversations that they're really confident you're going to get that conversation. But if your daily budget's super, super, super low, then it actually doesn't allow Facebook to make that bid and your ad cost can go up. So kind of like a reverse psychology there. But if you do a higher daily budget and a shorter time frame for certain kinds of campaigns, it can actually improve the results. So do you have any questions on that, Chris?
Yeah. So just to clarify, for some people that maybe they're really good at running Facebook ads, but they've never run Messenger ads before, how do we, like, how do you describe what a Messenger conversion looks like? Like, what do they get? What does that mean? And what does that $3 cost per conversion actually get them?
Great question. Facebook mobile newsfeed, boom. See what I'm doing here, by the way? If you ever want to see what your ads are going to look like, hit preview, go to the ad level. So campaign, ad set, ad, and then this preview button appears. You select it, otherwise it goes gray. And then you hit preview. Now you can hit this little arrow and preview it. You can share a link with a client, or you can preview it specifically on your desktop right now or in your mobile device. I'm doing mobile because this is a Messenger ad and the experience will be better. So allow me a moment to join Zoom, and then I'll show you what this looks like. And then we can come back to the Facebook ad behind the scenes. So let's go join 225 695 522. Join. Let's make sure I'm on the right Wi-Fi. I have a downstairs extender. Yep, it was caught on the extender. So I'm changing the Wi-Fi on my phone super quick. All right. No, don't need any audio. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this screen share and actually take over on this one. Start broadcast. All right, there we go. So this is the screen share. If you didn't see my story today, go watch it and like it. All right. Look like it's not coming up. Hold up. Tony Robbins, Seth, Aaron. So I'm gonna go over and preview it again. Maybe it hit a little snag. Facebook mobile newsfeed. Okay, close. There it is. So you see how it says sponsored and then demo at the like right under his license number and all that? That means this is obviously a preview. But this is the ad creative out in the wild, right? It shows you it based on you scrolling your feed. So boom, boom. Oh, wow. Look at this beautiful house. So I wrote this. I didn't like take this from a blog or learn this, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do some creative copywriting and testing and see if I can figure out a new campaign that'll work. So this is fully original. And what it is, seeing some open houses this weekend. So it's qualifying people that are in the open house journey and process. And I thought, what what are some of the pain points of someone that's going to a bunch of open houses over the weekend? Well, they probably don't have a lot of time and they're just squeezing out on the weekend really quick to go see a few houses. And the whole home buying process is kind of a hassle. So what would be the end result they would want? To save time. Save time by viewing our list of the latest open houses in the Las Vegas market. And then I mentioned some specific neighborhoods because that'll catch people's eye more than Las Vegas. And then click learn more and we'll send this list to you in Facebook Messenger. You got to mention the source. That's number one. It's based on compliance of Manychat and Facebook Messenger. When you run an ad like this, you got to let people know that it's going to open Messenger. And also, like just on a courtesy level, it helps when you set the expectation because a lot of people have been conditioned to click learn more and then think that they're going to go over to their email inbox. No, we don't want them to think that. So click learn more and we'll send this list to you in Facebook Messenger. And then what happens is see a list of the newest open houses in Las Vegas. They hit learn more. Boom. They would need to just hit get started to subscribe. But what happens is they confirm they're not a robot. I do that because most people are used to a reCAPTCHA form that confirms that you're not a robot on a lot of websites. But technically, when they land, they have to interact with a button to like officiate their subscription. So I just do that little step because it's like something people are used to, but it also creates that engagement. And then, boom, they're a subscriber. You have 24 hours to touch them. So with that being said, now they can view the open houses. And guess what? It's not just any open houses, it's Aaron Taylor's open houses that are coming up this weekend. So it's not only, it's a like two-sided, like you're delivering value, but you're also promoting your own open houses that you have listed up for your team. So that dynamically updates. It's a link to their Facebook events page. So if you notice, it looks nice and clean. It loads fast. It's because it's on his Facebook page, and then I pre-populated the URL to show up on the events. So there they are, upcoming. They can click into them and learn more. But for sake of time, I also subscribe them to the buyer sequence. So it says, just so you're aware, we want to be a resource for you, right? And it's the same message that happens in the new Las Vegas listings flow, because now we'll nurture them for 6 months. And they can always type stop really quick, but it just lets them know, hey, we're going to follow up. And with that being said, I want to make sure that this is going to send, I have a little delay happening right now. I think it's like 3 minutes. Yeah, it is. So it's 2 minutes. So pretty soon there will be another message that fires. And when it sends, you'll see part of the sophistication, I think, in this whole funnel is it's not only delivering the value, it's getting the subscriber up front. But right now we only have, there it is, we only have their messenger subscription, which is still good. And you get their Facebook profile, right? So that's awesome. But now this is delivering extra value and gathering additional information. Hi, Jeffrey. Would you like me to find a list of homes within your budget? Yes, please. Simple questions. It doesn't take them through the whole LP Mama, but it says, is there anything in particular you're looking for? A pool, right? If maybe they're like looking for a pool, it just asks for one specific item that they might have their eye on, and they could type anything. It's a text custom field, so it's not going to like fail if they type whatever they want. And then right here it says what price range, right? We're looking for 300 to 400, and then next, boom, it already had my number saved, but literally those are the only two questions that I asked them in this particular flow, because my real goal is to just get their phone number and then sync it with this client's CRM so that they can call them. That's the whole point, is we're generating a sales call, right? So they can hit this button and call. Let's see. Oh, now it's tripping out. By the way, the Zap that we made for him, his sync CRM has been like, the data calls from Zapier have been down, even though the Zap's set up correctly. So I set it up to create a new save search in sync, just so you know the back end of it, so that literally the agent doesn't have to do anything. And this new lead comes in for $3. They got their Facebook profile, they got their messenger subscription, they're nurtured for 6 months. Now, after 2 minutes, if they fill that out, which I actually have the data on it, it looks like 7 people went through that last part since I built it, and about 15% clicked through. So we had an additional, like one additional person that did the flow, and then we got their, we did a save search and got their phone number. So there you go. You're gathering that additional data, and it's free at this point. You're gathering data for free. So with that, as we get more data into it and we continue to hone on it, hopefully we can bump those numbers up. But that gives you an idea of the front end. And if you have any questions, either live on the replay or on the replay, just drop them in the comments, and then we can address those this week, because this is a little bit more of an advanced funnel, in my opinion. But now what I want to do after I open it up for questions, I'm going to go show you the back end again. So does that answer your question on the front end, Chris?
Yeah. And I just want to back up just a little bit because I want people to understand how powerful this is. You just spent $3. You got somebody's Facebook profile. You're sending them a 6-month nurture with all of your information. You potentially collected their phone number. You sent them to your specific open house page that tells them all the information, where you're going to be, how to look for houses. Maybe it's already in their price range and they just want to take action. You segmented them based on what price range they're looking for. Where else are you going to get that? Where can you go for $3 and get all of that information with those specific details? Ask yourself that question.
Nowhere. That's right. And it's a great point, because there really is nothing else out there like it. So when you structure things this way, it's amazing the data that you can get. By the way, as a rule of thumb, I always go to the person's personal profile and add them as a friend when someone comes into my bot. If a realtor comes into my STEEZY.Digital bot and is messed around in a demo, not only do I follow up immediately after they stop, or maybe like 5 minutes after if I'm busy, because I see it come up on my phone. Hey, I saw you messing around in the bot. This is Jeff from STEEZY.Digital. Do you have any quick questions? I like physically message them back. But then also I go to their personal profile and add them as a friend. Why? Because even if they don't close right then, they're going to see your posts on your personal page, on your business page, multiple places forever, right? So, and it also just builds social proof. When you add them as a friend, and then they see like your pictures with your family and then your pictures of all the stuff, it's the same for a real estate agent. People buy or sell a house once every 4 or 5 years, maybe longer, but you can build the relationship with them based on you being a real human, right? So connect them on Facebook. And then ideally you can add them on Instagram too and just go the extra mile. So thanks for circling back around on that, Chris. I appreciate it. And then right here, I'm going to share a screen again. Did this come back up for you?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And if you see as well, this right here, 8 messenger conversations, and it showed it to less than 800 people. So honestly, that's a really small like amount of people to create that many messenger conversations, in my opinion. So Facebook is doing a great job of targeting based on these loose parameters, in my opinion, right? So I'm doing 18 to 65 plus in Las Vegas, like almost zero targeting. And the only targeting I'm doing really is homes.com, interests in house hunting, real estate, single family detached, Trulia, and Zillow. That's it. And then I'm letting Facebook do all the heavy lifting, Facebook's doing all the rest. I even have it on automatic placements. I'm not even forcing it to do certain placements or anything. So just wanted to point that out. Facebook's doing a great job at generating those leads. And then what I would like to do now is go into, okay, how could you guys do this for yourself? Right? If you're doing some open houses, maybe you don't have a list of open houses, but you have 1 or 2 and you want to promote them and do something similar. Well, what you could do is go to growth tools. And by the way, now that this is tested and it's converting, I'll release it to the course. So that's what we're doing for you guys is we're continuing to test with our top broker clients and with bigger ad spend budgets. And then we're creating templates to then allow you guys to flick it on and put it into your business. Even if you're only spending $10 a day, you'll still get results because it's tested. So just throwing that out there. Now that this is tested, this will be up in a couple of weeks as a new template. But until then, if you're interested, what I did was the JSON Facebook ads tool. So you can do the ads in Manychat, but I honestly, coming from a marketing background, I don't like them. They're buggy. Like I've set an entire thing up and it just didn't deliver. And like there's a lot of stuff that I think they need to improve on with that. So with that being said, they just did release a bunch of updates for it at the conference and I haven't tried it since. So hopefully they fix some of those things. But just to show you what I was doing, the Facebook JSON ads tool, JSON is scripting, it's JavaScript. And so JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, just for the nerds out there. And so what this does, it's really cool. It actually does like a lot of the coding for you. You don't have to know code at all. All you do is create a flow, which this is that open house list that you saw, right? It's the same exact thing. And so one of the stipulations is that there needs to be a message with a button at the beginning. So that's why I did the I'm not a robot. But then check it out. Once you do that and you hit save and go to setup, it creates the code for you. It like writes exactly the code, so that the value of this is that when people click over from Ads Manager and they arrive in your bot, it doesn't just send them to the welcome page. You know, they came for a specific reason. You want to give them what they came for and deliver exactly what they were looking for. And this uses coding to deliver the exact payload that they're looking for. It delivers that exact flow. So, point being, it's a little bit more of an advanced growth tool, but you would go to new growth tools, you'd go to Facebook ads JSON, and you'd go create and update this flow as whatever you want it to be. And then once you save it and go to setup, all you do is copy it to clipboard, go back to Ads Manager. And in this case, the campaign is messages. So you'd go to the ad level. Once you have your creative in place, you got your single image, you got your ad copy, you know, you got your button picked out and your pixel turned on. What you do is you go to the bottom and it says messenger setup. Instead of using an existing or using a standard one, you create a new one and you can preview it in Messenger. But basically what you do is go create new. And you see how it says welcome message? You pick advanced JSON setup instead. And then you go to edit, delete all this stuff, boom, just control all, boom. It says empty JSON, paste it. How's that? Right? And so now what happens is they will land and get exactly what they're looking for. I'm going to leave because I don't want to create two since I already have one. So use existing, open house list. All right, we're good to go. And then I'm just going to close this. So this is active and running. I don't want to mess it up and mess up the funnel. But with that being said, what questions come up? What's going on in the head of everyone else out there?
I mean, it's pretty straightforward from my standpoint. I can't answer for everybody, but I think it's such a simple thing, right? To be able to not have to code and put in this amazing connection coming from a Facebook ad going directly into a messenger conversation with that one simple step. Like that's it. That's all you have to do. And you connected a mobile friendly app to a Facebook ad,
Right.
just like that. Super simple.
Yeah, I'm just reading the Facebook comments here.
It's just me.
not a coder, having a conversation with yourself.
You know.
Yeah. No, a lot of people catch it on replay. So
Yeah.
I think this is super powerful. Like this is, you guys don't see the blood, sweat, and tears, but like this is one of the first messages campaigns that has been a success, to be honest with you. Like I've done a lot of tests and I still find that for real estate, the lead generation objective is superior to like the messages objectives in terms of lower cost per lead and better data, both of them. But in this case, for whatever reason, the open house, here's a list of open houses, we'll deliver in Messenger approach is working. And it's working right now. Things like this don't always work forever. So jump on it. If you want to test something new, get a new traffic channel for your bot, you could think about it this way. Streams lead to a lake, right? You got the glaciers up top, you got these little streams, and they lead to a body of water. And then that creates another stream. And then eventually it goes into the ocean. So your Manychat subscriber list is like your ocean. So you want to create a bunch of little streams of leads and subscribers into it. You got your main median house price or luxury buyer or, free home evaluation seller ad. That's like the core. Like that's the pillar and the main one. It's probably a higher cost per lead, but they're quality and you get some subscribers consistently. Okay, cool. Now try this one, an open house one. Boost those subscribers. Now try another one. Try a Facebook comments tool on your page and promote a house and ask if people like the island in the kitchen or not. Comment yes or no. We'll deliver something in Messenger. Like there's a bunch of ways to get people into the bot, which would be your ocean, your subscriber list. You just need to think about now adding more streams and streams of not only leads but streams of income, right? Because at the end of the day, like we're going to help you nurture these things and someday these guys are going to close. So who wants more money?
Pretty sure everybody.
I'll everybody, right? And you got into real estate to probably serve your clients. Well, here you go. You can attract a ton of clients to you rather than always doing outbound, going knocking doors, cold calling. You can attract them to you. You can nurture them, and then you can one by one start to close them over time. It's beautiful. So that's all I got for this week. I really want to leave it at one. Like there's so many things I could cover, but this is something that's working right now. So I wanted to point this out as a new opportunity for all of you. And the template will be up very soon. That way you could just do the one-click install rather than need to set this up and follow this video and etc. So what do you got, Chris?
I mean, just bringing it back full circle, right? You talked about it's a new thing, right? So you've got this thing that's working right now, and with technology, everything changes. So tomorrow it could completely fall flat on its face, and we have to find a new solution. So if the iron is hot, strike now. Don't wait. Don't be one of those people that is like, yeah, it's a great idea. Like I'll get to that and put it on your calendar, and then 2 weeks go by and you haven't done anything.
Right.
Even if you're spending a small amount just to get that going, get the experience. It works. There's not very many times you can go into Facebook and say, I know this thing works. I'm just going to plug it in and let it do its thing. We're giving that to you. This works. So use it, give it a shot. If it doesn't work for you, we'll help you tweak it because we know that this system is a valid one. But Facebook is different. Like this is marketing at the end of the day. There's always going to be a different place, a different time that things don't work the way that they should. But this system is foolproof right now. We've tested it. It's been vetted. It works. So again, don't delay. Jump on this now. If you're doing chatbots, you're already one of those early adopters. Don't sleep on this. To get to what we just told you, that $3 value for all of that information where you can literally jump in someone's messenger and just say, hey, I just wanted to chat with you personally. How many people can you just walk up to on the street and say, hey, I saw you wanted to buy a house. Let me talk to you about the house that you want to buy. It's not going to happen, especially not for $3. Like you can't walk up to somebody, let me buy you a cup of coffee and then we'll talk about selling your house. That doesn't happen. That's what this is doing for you. Use it.
Yes, absolutely. And I just had a thought as well. So if you guys are watching this and you're like most realtors I know, you're like, man, I have so much going on. I have a million things going on. Now there are some agencies in here too. So you guys are going to jump all over this and have it implemented. But I just thought of something. It would make it fair for you as a realtor and fair for us. So if you're seeing this new strategy and you're like, dang, I want that right now. I want that done by the weekend. Like I have an open house this weekend. Then shoot me a personal message or actually better, message the concierge, right? Message the concierge and say, hey, I want that open house funnel from the live this week. And what we can do is set it up for a one-time fee. We'll just do like a simple one-time, hey, like, what do you think? Is this okay? Like, I don't know an exact price because this is coming off the top of my head, but I want to offer value to you guys. And if you're like, you know what? I see value in this. I want to implement it right away. And I value time over money right now because I have a million things going on. Cool. We're not going to like charge you out the bottom. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be affordable, but I want to offer that as an option. Like if you want to just say, hey, I want this set up now. I want this done for me. Then message a concierge. We can dive in and flick this on, and it would also help us to go through the process a couple times so that we could templatize it for future students. So let me know.
I love it.
All right. Well, I have date night tonight with the ladies, so I'm signing off. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. And Chris, man, I always appreciate you. Really, I like how you offer the perspective of like, oh well, hey, can you explain this? And then you also reiterate the value in different ways. That I think that helps everyone understand. So, really appreciate you, man. And we will catch everyone next week for the weekly hot seat.
Let's do it.
All right. Later.
See ya.